The style means whatever expression you are using. Style means what kind of vocabulary you're always using. Style means what kind of tone you're having. So this is, it all becomes your style. It all comes under style. So when you are language students, when you are now learning English language, I want you to be some researchers as well. When you are listening to any person who is speaking English, not only English, Urdu as well, you see what kind of style a person has adopted to talk to you. Basically, we are just going to analyze the written language right now. But before that, I want you to look for some style of language delivery. Means even if you are talking to your family members, you can observe, you can analyze their style as well. That what kind of language they are using a lot, what kind of fillers they are using, what kind of phrases they are mostly using to converse to you. Ingredients of a language means, for example, if I am using some language, I have a different flavor right now talking to you. If you speak some language, you have your own flavor talking to me. So it's just like languages, if you see, it's just like the way you are having different dishes. For example, biryani has a different touch. For example, custard has a different touch. So in the same way, when you're talking to different people, there are different dishes you enjoy, right? They are having different flavors. Means whatever they speak, it's just like a different touch with them. And sometimes it happens that when you're talking to somebody, you feel relaxed and you just speak to that person for hours. And sometimes it happens when you're talking to a person, even 5 minutes is more than enough. And this is basically the style. This is basically the style of language they are using, right? So ingredients, there are 3 ingredients: lexis, sentence structure, and figurative language. When you're looking at language, for example, if somebody asks you to do analysis, right? Language analysis, these 3 things, these 3 antennas should be turned on in you, in your mind. One is lexis, other is sentence structure, third is figurative language. Lexis means vocabulary, lexical vocabulary, related to vocabulary. Lexis means words. Then comes sentence structure. Then comes figurative language. Try to understand this, all these 3 things. That one is lexis. Lexis means vocabulary. Lexis means whatever words I'm speaking right now. Then sentence structure. The way I am organizing my sentences. Means when you're looking for the language analysis, it means first you look for the words, then you look for the sentence structure. What kind of, how the sentences are formed. Either the simple sentences or the complex sentences. Then the figurative language. Figurative language, whatever lexis I used, whatever vocabulary I used, what is their depth meaning? What is their deep meaning? For example, something I said, there must be some deeper meaning as well for you. So we are looking for these 3 things. How would you describe each extract? Look at the word choices. It means the next slide, which I'm going to show you now, it's about extract, right? I'm showing you a text. I'm showing you 3 different texts, right? Look at the word choices. You're going to see what word choices are given there. These 3 extracts. These are 3 portions, right? Extract, 1 extract, 2nd extract, 3rd extract. The similar thing is discussed here, but different flavor. This is the flavor. This is a style. Means similar thing, everybody's talking, but in a different way. And this different flavor becomes your different style. This one, the first one. Rain, incessant rain, drum, more drumming. It means the raindrops. When the raindrops are falling on some, on the shed or on the rooftop, it is drumming like this. I hate it. Okay, what does it mean? How do you analyze this sentence? The rain, incessant rain, it means repeatedly something going on, repeatedly. Rain, drum, more drumming, I hate it. Okay, what do you think this sentence tells you? A person is annoyed? Fine, what else? Subjective, yes, it is a subjective, it is a personal. It is my personal feeling. Rain, incessant rain, drum, more drumming means I don't like this noise. I hate it. And the end sentence, I hate it. It is so sharp. It's so clear cut, short sentence, simple sentence, but it shows that person doesn't like rain. Not only liking, he or she hates it. What is downpour? What is downpour? Downpour? Rainfall. He stood in the rainfall, in the downpour, right? Downpour means rain, and let the water flow in rivulets. What is rivulets? Rivulets. Let the water flow in rivulets. Rivulets means stream. Rivulets means a narrow stream of water down his neck. See, beautifully, he is describing the way water is moving around his neck, enjoying the cleansing. Here, incessant, again and again, repeatedly. Here, cleansing, pure baptism. Baptism. What is baptism? Somebody knows what is baptism? How a person is baptized? Religious working going on, some religious practice going on. How one thing is said in a different, beautiful way, that that person is enjoying because he's being baptized, he's being cleansed. For example, it's a belief that when they're baptized, all their sins, they are washed by the holy water. Rain is formed when the sun's heat evaporates water from seas and lakes, first exists in the atmosphere, and then invisible vapor going on. Then as the air cools, condensation is created and this turns to rain. What do you think? So this is a scientific fact, right? It's an explanation, as we would said, but it is a scientific way of talking about rain. This is a religious way talking about rain. This is some description. This is some personal feelings of a person about rain. When we study lexis, there are three things. Remember lexis only. Forget about the sentence structure, forget about the figurative language. Right now, I'm just discussing what is lexis. Lexis means vocabulary, right? If you want to study vocabulary, which things you should look at? First thing, you look at the lexical field. So you have three things to study lexis, to study vocabulary. One thing is that this vocabulary, this word belongs to which lexical field, belongs to which field. Second, which class is it? For example, the word ignorant. If I use the word ignorant, which lexical field is here? Lexical field. First, I'm talking about the lexical field, the first thing, right? Car. For example, car is my main item, right? And I ask you to make some of your own words about car. Then you say brakes because cars have brakes. Then you say speed because car has a speed. Then you say dashboard because car has a dashboard. Then you say engine. All these things comes under this category. It means it's a lexical field. It means, for example, if I write here sadness, if my word is sadness, right? I'm just giving you a very easy example, but there are different and deep examples as well. If I write the word sadness here, sadness, and I ask you just make up some lexical field, make up some items that you can write down. What will you say? Sadness. How will you denote sadness? It is very important because when you are writing, for example, you are given a descriptive writing, you are given a narrative writing, you must understand what lexical choice you're using there. For example, if you're talking about, if you are creating an atmosphere of fear, an atmosphere of fear. For example, the examiner asks you to create an atmosphere of fear where there is fear lingering. So you must choose such vocabulary that shows that there is fear lingering on, that there is fear in the surrounding. If your words do not show this impact, do not show this thing in your writing, it means you are not writing to the point. So that's why lexical choice is very much important, that you must choose something according to the topic. Your vocabulary shows, for example, if I take you to this last slides, here the word choices told me. This word choices shows that this is a scientific description. This is a scientific explanation. Only the words are telling me that it's a religious activity going on. Lexical field, I'm talking about word class now. What is word class? Word class means all the parts of speech. That if I talk about the word car, you all tell me which word class is this? Car. Car is a noun, right? Car is a solid material, it's a noun. So word classes means parts of speech. You must have an understanding of parts of speech as well. There are 8 parts of speech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8 parts of speech only. So noun with adjective. Noun, adjective is a friend of noun. Verb, adverb is a friend of verb. Pronoun, it comes with the noun, so it has some connection with the noun. Preposition, conjunctions. Determiner, these, right? Determiners is the article now. Determiners, for example, if I say a cat, the ball, and if I say some sugar, even some is your determiner. Some is your article too. Some is your determiner. Whatever comes before noun is your determiner. Okay, so better, conjunction means and, so, but now I'm telling you something else additional, that conjunctions means connectives. There are different ways. There are different ways to call this word. Connectives means the same thing, linking word the same thing, and discourse markers as well. How you interpret something. For example, rose. I have written the word rose here. And this is the lexical field, right? Don't forget each and everything. Rose is my word, and this is the lexical field. Rose can be considered beauty, delicate, summer, and health. How? Means if I say rose as my health, it means I have some meaning connected to rose. This is lexical field. First, try to understand lexical field. And then I say rose is a noun. Rose is a noun, so it is my word class. Now, the third thing is meaning. How I understand the meaning. Look this word up in the dictionary. It comes as a flower, right? But if somebody says rose as a beauty, right? She's just like a rose. I mean, she is just like a rose. It means somebody is talking about the beauty of somebody. So rose can be considered as beauty. This is a figurative meaning. Only literal meaning is this. It is a flower. It's a kind of flower. That's it. But figurative and connotative meaning in depth. So rose is a delicate thing. If you consider somebody as rose, you might mean that the person is delicate, right? Rose, like rose, right? Interpretation, figurative, connotative meaning, right? Chains. You all have one idea of chains in mind right now. Can you tell me something else that chains mean? Now I just take you to the exact connotative meanings there. See, you all said the same thing. Bracelet, somebody said chains, bondage, somebody said bound. It's a bond. Chains means bond. Chains means generation. For example, one generation, then next generation. It's like a chains. Like I write this word chains as generations. The word generation, it is my connotation. I see generations as chains. You are considering chains as this. Means whatever meaning is there in your mind, you're conveying through your words. So we mean chains as slavery, which is the denotative meaning, you can say. So, but it has many connotative meanings as well. So it's only up to you how you use some word. But the thing is, there must be some logic behind there. How sentence structure? There are 4 types of sentences. Simple, which has subject and verb, that's it. Complex, it has 2 subject. It has 2 subject to verbs. Compound, again 2 subject, 2 verb. Now I'm coming back to you that where is a subject, where is a verb. Minor means which doesn't start with the subject. We have this understanding. The sentences starts, word order is subject, verb, and object. But here we don't have any subject, verb, object, but it's again a sentence. So it's called minor sentence. Compound sentences means the same proportion, equally. The rain fell, same, subject, verb, and we join them with a conjunction or the linking verb. And the clouds gathered. It's the same. Okay. Now, complex sentences. These are same. Compound means same, equal proportion sentences of same length. We are joining them with a conjunction. That's it. complex sentences. They are complex. That's why they call complex. Okay, but the thing is, have you noticed one thing? The rain fell, the rain fell, the rain fell, the rain fell. And if you see the clouds gathered, here no one had predicted it. If you just focus on this sentence, no one had predicted it. Nobody understand this sentence, this clause, without this clause. Nobody can understand this. This is complex sentence. Complex sentence means there must be one clause, subordinate clause, and the main clause, right? Here, only the main clauses joined with the conjunction. Here, one thing stands on one thing. So if you say no one had predicted it, we don't understand what you're talking about. Only until and unless you say this thing, people understand we're talking about rain. So complex sentences means definitely yes, we need connectives, and minor sentences, which is not starting with the subject exactly, which is only a sentence conveying a meaning. So it is called minor sentences. Okay. We do not, because where are you? There are many sentences which do not start with a subject, but where do you put them? How do you categorize them? So they are minor sentences.